Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about all the things that you need to have ready before you fly in 2021. So let's get going. So if you've never been here before, this is a series where I talk about everything you need to know about flying during a pandemic. So if you want to see more content like that, hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. Now I've taken about 3 flights during this pandemic, so suffice to say, I've been through the stages where they didn't really know what the pandemic was. I was there once they knew what the pandemic was and they were just getting processes into place, and now I've flown once they've got all these processes into place. So I've seen it firsthand how much they've improved their services, and I've seen how many more things that you have to do before you go to the airport. So let's get straight into the list of all the things that you need to get ready to fly in 2021. So the first thing that I know is really important to have is spare masks. So I know for a fact that everyone will be taking a mask with them to go on their flight. However, it's so important to have spare masks. I think this is really important because while you are flying, your mask will start getting soggy from the fact that you're breathing on it the entire time. Because even when I flew from Canada to the UK, I did change my mask 4 times. So at first I had one of these black medical grade masks on, and then I changed to another one because I felt like my mask was getting soggy. And then I changed to a white one, which is the only mask that that's comfortable enough for me to sleep in. This is a FFP3 mask, and it's just super comfortable. So I put this on when I want to sleep, and then I changed again when I woke up. So I would actually recommend getting the KN95 mask or wearing these medical grade masks, purely because if they're good enough for doctors, they'll be good enough for a flight. I did see a lot of people wearing masks which are just made of fabric, and nobody did stop them, so that is an option. It's just not something that I'd recommend, and also the airlines do tell you to wear medical grade masks too. COVID tests are the next big change that the governments have made. I know for the UK that I needed to get a test within 72 hours of flying. Now this may change country to country, so please double check with your airline provider and the country that you're going to how long in advance that you need to go get your test. Now I originally thought that I could just get a BC Health COVID test. However, that is not the case. I had to get a private clinic to do my test for me, and this cost me a lot of money. And when I say a lot of money, I mean $400. The price may vary from clinic to clinic, so just Google search travel COVID tests in your area and it should come up with the correct places. Now bear in mind, you do have to go to a specific clinic that gives you a travel certificate to show that you can fly. So these travel clinics do make sure that you get your test results within 48 hours of having the test. So make sure that you do get it like 2 days before you fly so that you have enough time to get your results back. The day before, you probably could make it work. It's definitely not worth taking the risk. You can book in advance, so make sure you book as far in advance as possible. I really didn't, and that's why I think mine was more expensive. If you can, please make sure that you print off your COVID test before you go, because they don't accept the COVID test results on your phone. You do have to have a physical printout of it. So just make sure that that is something that you do before you go. If you can't do it, I know in Vancouver Airport they let you do it at the information desk, but it's just not worth the risk. What if the information desk is busy? What if they can't print it out for you that day? There's just so many things that could go wrong with that. So after you get your COVID test results back, please make sure that you print them. So unlike before, you actually do need to have a plan for when you get to your destination. I, for example, am one of those people that always gets to their destination and then decides what they're going to do next. I'll normally have like 1 night in a hostel booked, and then after that I decide as I go. But right now, it's really important for you guys to have a quarantine plan. I was really lucky that when I came to the UK just a month ago, I was able to quarantine at home, so I didn't need to pay for a quarantine hotel. However, that is changing in a lot of countries, even the UK, and so you just need to make sure that you have a hotel that you can go to quarantine, or if the country itself provides you with a hotel that you should quarantine. I can't give you guys an exact price. Either way, it's always good to look in the government website of the country that you're visiting just to see what it is that you need to do next. If you don't have to quarantine in a hotel, please make sure that you have a hotel room or a place to stay for your quarantine that is safe and that you are able to isolate from other people. Another option that you are given when you come to the UK, which I'm not sure is the same in all countries, is after 5 days of you being in quarantine, you can go and get a COVID test, and if it comes back negative, then you are free. You don't have to quarantine for the full 14 days. Please bear in mind that these COVID tests are ones that you do have to pay for. Now, I don't know if this is similar in other airlines, but I know in Air Canada they have stopped letting you use the QR code boarding passes that they used to let you use. Even though you can check in online, you do have a few more steps at the airport than you normally would. So make sure you get to the airport in plenty of time. Not only do you have to collect a printed boarding pass and make sure that your bags have the correct tags, but you do also have to make sure that you leave enough time for them to check your COVID test results. That's super important because it does take them a little while. So this can vary airline to airline, but I know that in Air Canada, they're still being very strict on luggage weight. I actually was 1 kg over on one of my bags, and they did make me move my stuff from one bag to another, even though the flight was definitely not full, and 1 kg isn't that much. So please make sure that you do actually weigh your bags before you go, even though you probably don't think it's as important anymore. They still do check and they still do charge you if you are overweight, which, by the way, kind of sucks. If I can carry it, they can carry it. Just saying. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you giving me your time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more content like this, I am going to be doing more stuff about flying during COVID. So hit that subscribe button and press the bell so you get notified when I upload my next video. Just a disclaimer, this video is not to encourage people to travel. This video is purely informational so that people who do need to travel have the right information and can therefore travel safely. I hope you guys stay safe out there. Have a really great day. Love from Kesvi.